Yo, what's up guys? Back again with another video, back again with another series. I just make series left and right, man. I'm just too savage. But, anyway. So, I'm going to be teaching, sorry, that's my desk, not anything else. So I'm going to be teaching about Material CSS. It's a CSS like framework, library, whatever, that allows you to style your web page in a sexy manner. So, it's what Google uses, and Google actually invented material design, basically. So, if we go to like any of the Google websites, like YouTube TV, for example, which I'm obsessed with, um, yeah, they're using material design. And material design isn't like a specific type of style sheet, but like it's a type of design. So you can have different, like it's hard to explain. There's different styles of material design itself, I believe. So because we're going to be using something that looks like this. Not really, but like it's here. Look, let me show you. Let me just move this over here. Oops. And then if we look on their website for Material CSS, it's like very clean and they're very kind of similar. It's just a clean kind of layout. It's exactly what Google uses. And so anyway, so yeah, if you go to any of the Google websites, I mean the newer ones at least, you'll have a material design kind of look. And so yeah, it's a modern responsive front-end framework based on material design, which is made again by Google. So how do we get started? I'll put this link in the description. It's actually you need this one, so that's why I'm putting in the description because the old one, if you go to like the main website, it's using the old version. So we're gonna be running with the new version 1.0 alpha because we're savage and stuff. So I'm gonna put this link again in the description. So yeah, so to get started, go here and we're going to download material just by clicking that. And there we go, now we have it. And let's minimize this and open up a new file here, or folder I mean, on our desktop or wherever you want to have it. And we'll name it Material Tutorial, oops, 2018. There we go. So if we open this up, now we can put some files in here, of course. But what we're going to do first is right click and then click Open with Code. And if you want to know how to get code, go to one of my other tutorials, like I think the JavaScript tutorial, and it'll teach you how to install this. So yeah. So now we have this file folder opened up in code, and we're gonna make this on the side here. Ignore that. Let's see. So what do we need? We need this. Okay, so open this up. In here, oh, we don't need that. Get out of my face. And so fonts, nah. And we'll just copy these three files from folders into here. Oh, we can't do that, so we'll just open you up and drag and drop these into here. There you go. So we don't need this anymore, so we'll get rid of this. And now we have our three folders. So we can open these up, of course, if we want to look at the stuff. And yeah, so we're going to be using the minified version for faster loading and stuff. I mean, it's not really important anyway, so yeah, because we're not going to be looking at the code itself. We're just going to be using it. So to get started, let's go ahead and make a new index.html. Okay, and now I have it open, so we can close this. And then, yeah, so let's get started. So if we go here, let's scroll down a little bit, and it gives us a basic template, or what I like to call a skeleton, for our web page to use here. So we can paste this in here, and now we have the Google Fonts, and it links our CSS for us and our JavaScript. So we're all good to go. That's all we need to do. And so yeah, so just know that whenever you're coding in this, we want to have it inside of a div with a class of container, because this will make our web page responsive. And so yeah, so now everything will be responsive. And what I mean by responsive, if you don't know, is that according to the sizing of this web page, it moves basically. Like it gets bigger or smaller. So watch, look how it is now, and watch what happens. So if we move, oops, kind of hard to tell, but yeah, already you can see that the side menu opened up. So if we move it close, it's going to be moved up here, so you have to open it manually. See, look, it's moving. If you pay close attention, I just pointed at the screen like y'all can see my finger because I'm stupid. But yeah, so see, And that's probably like what it looks like for an app. So if you access this on your phone, that's what it would look like probably. And that's what material design is all about usually, is about being able to use it on mobile devices. Because mobile devices are the big thing right now when it comes to web development, I would say. You know, apps and everything. So anyway, so that's what responsive means. Sorry for my stuttering. I'm really nervous. I don't know why. So so now that you have that, we're done here. So you can close this if you want to. But actually, I'm gonna right click and then open up our live server, or just open up the file, whatever you want to do. This is just the file. They're here. And anyway, so let's put something on the page so we know that it's working. Or no, we'll use a header tag because that's the first thing we're gonna do anyway. So and we're gonna specify in here, leave a little comment for ourselves. You should do the same thing. Content. I'll do page content goes in here. There we go. So now we can just put stuff in there. So material CSS 2000. Yeah, tutorial 2018. There we go. So this will reload by itself, and now we have a material CSS tutorial 2018. It's all sexy looking, and there we go. So that's the first thing you actually need to know is the different header tags. So if we just type each one, so H2, H3. What I'm doing is using emit. So if you just put the tag name and press tab, it'll automatically do that for you. H5, header 5. And there's actually 6. Hold on. Let me finish these. So already, if you look over to the right, you can see that we have our different headers. And why is this important? It's just to show you that the different stylings that we look how clean it looks. Like, just look at that. The font is amazing. It does everything for you. That's all you have to do is use this little skeleton, we like to call, and you're good to go. Really, it's really awesome. So here's all the 6 headers that you can use in CSS. HTML, and they're styled according to the Material CSS framework. So that's that. And so the next thing that we can learn is actually pretty simple. We'll just do a p tag here, or we can do some Lorem Ipsum. It's just Lorem Ipsum, if you don't know, it's just like a template text for your website whenever you're making templates and stuff. So just press tab and now you have it. And so here's your little p text right here. P meaning paragraph, of course. If you know HTML, you should if you're doing this course or tutorial. Um, so if we move that, it gets bigger. It's very responsive, which is awesome. But if we want to make it really responsive, like according to sizing and everything, we could add something called a class flow text. So now this makes it even more responsive. So if we make it smaller, the font itself will get smaller. If we make it bigger, the text itself will get bigger. So just play around with this. I think it's really cool. So I could do this all day if I wanted to, because it's just so clean and sexy, like my girlfriend. So the next thing we could do is what's called a block quote. You probably haven't used it before. I sure haven't before this, but it's used to like point out. It's like a tooltip, I guess you could call it. Let me just show you. So if we add another Lorem Ipsum here, and it reloads, now we have this little tip thing right here. So it looks really freaking clean. Just look at that. I like that. I don't know. It's really simple, but yeah, it's really nice. So you could use that. This is used on many websites actually. So let me show you one. So if we go to MDN, the Mozilla Web Docs, we can see that they even have their own block quotes. They use it as a tooltip or like notes or like a side note or stuff like that. So that's what I mean by that, and that's what it's usually used for. Although if you're the web designer, obviously you can use it for whatever you want. But that's the most common use, of course. So that's how you do that. So that's actually it for typography, which is text on a web page, and it's really simple. And I advise you to explore it, and make some cool stuff, some basic stuff, as we go along with this little tutorial series. And so the next episode we're going to be learning about colors, so you can make these all colorful, the backgrounds and everything. It's going to be a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a comment or a like if you want to see more. And leave a comment if you need help. I'll definitely be helping you if you leave a comment. And peace. Subscribe.